everybody, and welcome to history class. Today we are going to start on a brand new adventure. So we have finished our history book and we are going to start on something brand new. I am excited to start this with you guys because I think we can have a lot of fun with it, even at home. So we are going to start by learning a new word today. We're going to learn actually 2 new words today, but we're going to start with the first one. So, the first word is community. Community. Now, what is a community? A community is a group of people who come together. They live together, work together, all sorts of things. So, I'm going to draw you a picture. If I could explain community in a picture, this is what it would look like. Remember, am I a great artist? No. But do I try? Yes. So here is what community would look like to me. Let's see here. Sorry, it's taken me a while. I've got a big vision in my mind. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Are you ready for this? I worked very hard on this. Are you ready to see my masterpiece? So this is what I think a community would look like if I could draw it in a picture. So community would be people who you live near, your friends and family, and places that you would go. You could go to the bank or the post office or go shopping for clothes, or that's supposed to be a purse. We're working on it. Or getting food. So this would be a community. A community is the place that you live and the people that surround it. So everybody has a community, and everyone's community looks a little bit differently. Our communities kind of go together because we have Asheboro Hybrid Academy. So even though we may live in different places, we all come together to school. And so that is our community at school. But all of us may live in different communities. You may have one of your classmates as your neighbors or close by to you, or you may not. For me, I live in Sophia. So I live a little ways out of Asheboro. So I have a different community look than the community of Asheboro. And some of you may live in different places as well. So community is a group of people who come together, they live together, they work together, and they shop in the same places. Now you have different people in your community, and we're going to talk about those in the next little while. But for today, we're just going to start with the word community and what it means. Now, if I were to ask you to draw your community for me, then you would need to draw it as a map. So we've looked at maps before. We know that maps are groups of places. There could be a world map where it shows all of the countries and all of the states of America and things like that. Or there could be a community map. If you were to try to tell someone who was a guest in your house how to get to the grocery store, you could draw them a community map or show them a community map of where the grocery store is, or where the bank is, or where they could go shopping, or where your house is. So we would use maps for that. So maps play a big part in communities because it helps us know where to go and know where things are. So today we're going to talk about another word called a compass rose. A compass rose is a part of a map. So a compass rose helps tell us the direction where things are going. This right here is a compass rose. it's a guide for us to say, oh, well, we need to go up that way or down that way or across that way or over this way, and it helps guide us. If you remember, we did talk about a compass before, how a compass is something you could hold in your hands and it can tell you where north is. Well, Compass Rose gives you an example on a map of where things are. So we're going to look at these letters, and I have something fun to help us remember these letters. But first I'm going to tell you their real meaning. So this would be north. North is always up. This would be east. Then south. South is always down. And west. All right? So east is always to your right. And west is always to your left. So, yeah. I'm trying to make sure that I have this written correctly. Yes, I do, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, parents. So that is the direction in which things can go. So if we're looking at it, we could say north, south, east, west. Or we could say never eat soggy waffles. Ugh. Could you imagine eating a soggy wet waffle? Gross. Never eat soggy waffles. So that's how we can remember north, east, south, and west. So hopefully that helps. But this is a compass rose, and it helps give us some direction. Now, when we come back here on Thursday, we are going to learn how to draw a map, and I want you guys to draw a map of your community. But don't do it yet because we will work on that on Thursday. But I did want to give you a heads up. So as you go throughout your days this week, I want you to look around at your community. Maybe you live in a neighborhood. Maybe you live somewhere where there's no one around you. Maybe you live somewhere that has one grocery store. Maybe you live somewhere that has 10 grocery stores. So think about your community and what makes it different and special and the people that are in it. And we're going to continue talking about our communities probably through the rest of this school year so that we can learn all about the different aspects. And there's a lot to go into it. This is just the beginning. So don't get overwhelmed or confused. We're going to work through it. This is the big overhead of it, and then we're going to go section by section to get through our community. So I hope you guys had a great time with this, and I will see you again on Thursday. Goodbye.